and welcome to my channel. Now, typically on this channel, I cover things that related to digitalization, data, or AI. Today, we're going to be doing something completely different, and it relates to, as the image in the background shows, fortune telling. Now, I'm not an extremely superstitious kind of guy, but I do think that there's something there about using cards to kind of shake loose your thoughts and as a tool for self-reflection. So in this video today, we're going to be covering two things that I built and a bit of a walkthrough for how I built them, and they're really simple Excel apps that use randomness to simulate card draws in the form of tarot cards, but also coin tosses in the form of the Ching Divination. So I'll show you the finished product and I'll talk about how I built it. And the first one is a tarot app, and I want to call it an app, but actually it's just an Excel spreadsheet. The nice thing is it doesn't use any Excel VBA at all. So how it works is it is driven purely by formulas and calculations. So if you click the button, click here, and you click draw cards, it will just draw cards. And if you select draw cards again, it will redraw new cards. And it picks out the description of each card from a lookup table. And you can also do a slightly more complex reading. Instead of just 3 cards, you can go for 10 cards, and it's called a Celtic cross. And principle's the same. You draw cards and you get 10 cards, and you can download this file, save it locally, and you can start making recordings of the questions that you asked and the cards that you drew, just to kind of keep a track of what you have. So that's the tarot version. I also have another file that same kind of idea, using Excel's randomness function, where this one is not about cards, but about coin tossing. So this comes from the ancient Chinese divination method called I Ching with coins. And this thing allows you to toss coins, and you get hexagrams, and hexagrams have meaning, and it's the same thing. So you look up the meaning of the hexagrams against the table, and you can also record your readings over time. Now, I built these things because it was just a bit of a for fun activity, and I noticed that nobody actually did this without the use of macros, and I just wanted something really simple and fast, and spent a little bit of time on this, maybe a bit too much, but I wanted to show you how I did it, so you can kind of build your own, or if you have a similar kind of project, you can find out how to randomize card draws. So I'm going to start not with the app, but with a dummy table. And all the files will be in the video link description down below. So I'll put both the apps, but also this sample file. So this is a sample table with dummy data, and it's got a bunch of numbers and words, and it's got URLs. Now, the first element that you want is how are you going to draw random elements from a table without replacement. So that's the interesting thing. I put in a link to all the different descriptions of the formulas, but the key thing really is something called rand array. And that is the function that allows you to return a random array of numbers. And we've set it up such that the formula actually refers to the table and says that pick a random set of numbers without replacement that's worth X numbers from the table. So here I put 5, but we could also do 3, and you can see you're picking 3 numbers, and these 3 numbers are picked without replacement. So that's actually the first element that allows you to kind of simulate card drawing without replacement. Now, the next bit is the typical lookup, but instead of using VLOOKUP, I am trying something called XLOOKUP, and this is the new thing that came out a couple of years ago. A bit simpler than VLOOKUP actually. Same principle. So you have the thing that you want to look up, which is from the formula earlier, and I am looking it up against the sample table for the column called X, and then you just get the values. And you can see that every time I hit recalculate F9, the lookups change according to the numbers that were drawn. Now, the finishing piece is the image function, where the table had a URL, and what I'm doing here is I'm feeding the URL to a function called image. And basically, if you put a URL in here, it will stick the image into the cell itself. So this is not a image stuck on as a bitmap or an object. It's actually in the cell. So this is the other piece that I use to kind of assemble it all together to the app. So I put this stuff online and you can just download it. And you can see the formulas are all there in terms of how I built it up, but those are the missing pieces. And all I did is for the card backs is I had a bit of a formula where if this thing says click here, then you show a image of a card back instead. So all this runs without any macros. And in terms of the card descriptions and the imagery, I actually got it from publicly available sources. So if you look, this comes from Wikimedia. So Wikimedia actually has all the card images for free online. And in terms of how I generated the table, I actually got, as you might expect, ChatGPT to do it for me, where I said, can you give me a table with all the card meanings? And it just did that. And I did a bit of editing to get it into the shape that you saw and stuck all the images in there. So that allowed me to kind of build this very simple Excel app and something very similar for the Ching Divination as well, where I got it from a different website that is put in the text of a translation of the Chinese Yi Ching document. And I, again, am putting this out there on the interwebs, partly because I haven't seen anyone do it this way exactly. And I thought I'd just share this with everyone. So again, this is a very different video from the ones that I normally do. But I hope you found it interesting and have fun with the files. Let me know what you think. Bye.